Hey guys, it's Fives here with the head shave. I've already got the PAA ice cube rubbed in on my head, and we will be using the Rex Ambassador with a brand new Lord Platinum blade and Stirling Sheep, which is an unscented soap. That's the pull right there. And we will be scenting this soap with Hendrix Classic & Company Gunslinger. And it smells really good so far. I've got it lathered up in my Captain Choice copper bowl, which is my daily driver, and my PAA Phantom aerolite. Go ahead and lather this up. This mutton tallow base is a fantastic base by Stirling. I like it a lot better than their regular beef tallow base, which isn't, bad by any means. For me, it's fine, but this one is like a couple steps ahead or greater. Especially when it comes to how soft it makes my skin feel. If all else was equal, same razor, same blade, same post-shave stuff, alum block and aftershave ingredients and everything, I can tell a difference between the mutton tallow and the their beef tallow. So I went ahead and got the unscented stuff so I can play around with the Hendrix Scent Your Own Stuff by Pete. And I got a few of their scents to try out. They range from like $3.50 a bottle. He sent me some sample ones too. And then this one's like $6 a bottle. I got a few of them, so excited to try them out. I was going to use Razor Emporium's Old School. I'll still use the Splash because it'll go really well with the Gunslinger scent. But I just felt like using this Stirling mutton base and Scent Your Own Stuff. So, alright, I have this razor, Rex Ambassador, set at 4.5. Had about 3 or 4 days of growth, I forget. As far as using the ice cube, I really don't need it for the added slickness with this soap base. Really with any of my soap bases, because I tend to use a nice artisan soap, which they all perform really well. But I do love menthol, especially for my head shaves, as I've stated before. So the added menthol is pronounced and is very nice. Even with the cooler weather. I just left the gym, came home, showered, so my body's still kind of hot from squats. So the menthol is nice, feels real nice on my head. Razor feels good. One of my favorite head shavers. The scent on this, I don't know how to describe it. Definitely some gunpowder, and it's a masculine scent. It reminds me of a leathery, gunpowdery type scent, kind of like Boomtown by PAA, just without the bay rum. You can definitely get the gunpowder notes. Make sure to get the back of the neck so you don't have any funky hairs growing on your neck and you're, bald guy. Doesn't really look appropriate, I guess, or I don't think so. All right. First pass was good. Put a little bit more water in this lather. Mix it up a little bit. Yeah, smells clean. Smells, you do get that gunpowder, but it's still kind of clean too. It's not like a musky or a dark scent. It's actually fairly bright or neutral at least. Definitely something I can use all the time. My wife doesn't seem to mind it at all. And I'll link most of the stuff in the description below. All this scent your own stuff, the soap, the splash, the brush. I'll link all the stuff that I use in the description. And let me know if you've used the scent your own stuff before, whether it's by Hendrix and company or by somebody else. I don't know of any other company that's doing it, but there might be. I don't know everything. So, all right. You can go down just a setting 4. Go against the grain on the top. This blade is pretty good. I was on a Lord kick for a while. Now I'm on a Rapira kick. And I think it's going to stay like that. Rapira, one of my favorite, not scents, but blades. I've used the Rapira Super Stainless, Swedish something, and the Platinum Lux, and they all work really well for me. But the Lords are really good, and they're affordable for as good as they are. I think I got these for like $7 or $8 or something for like 100 pack. Got some bumps on the side of my head, but it seems to be doing okay. It's not uncomfortable by any means. This blade is it's sharp enough, but it's not like a feather or an acid sharper Bic. It's kind of middle of the road, closer to like a Astra or what else? Yeah, I'd probably describe it closer to an Astra in terms of sharpness. But for me, it's a lot smoother than the Astras were. I've used the Astra Greens and I've used the Astra Blues, and neither one of them really worked that great for me, unfortunately. So on my head, I go with the grain is this way, so I went with the grain and against the grain. And on my sides, it grows in like crazy directions. So I kind of went with the grain, kind of, but it kind of goes diagonally. And then I went kind of across the grain, and in this way it goes diagonally the other way. So I went kind of with the grain diagonally, and then now I'm going across the grain. It's all crazy directions. So that's why I tend to have to do more buffing on the sides of my head. To get it as smooth as I want it to be. And it's just as crazy on the back of my head. In the middle of the back of my head, it goes straight down, but then on the sides, it kind of goes inward, so it's weird. I don't know how many of you guys are head shavers, but I know Scott's not going to shave his head anytime soon. Neither are any of the other guys that are on the channel. Adam and Chris and Jonathan. But if you are watching and you're a head shaver, pop in the comments and let us know. Maybe we can convince one of the guys to start shaving their heads. Alright. This Stirling is really easy to work with, and the mutton tallow is just really awesome. Every time I use it, I forget, and then I'm reminded of how good my skin feels after using it. Makes me want to use it even more. But then I get a new soap or a new scent or something, and then I forget about it, which is unfortunate. I think the other scents that I know of by Stirling that have the mutton tallow base or Glastonbury, Baron, which I have both of those, and Electric Sheep, which I do not have, but it smells similar to like citronella is what their scent description says, and Glacial Electric Sheep, which is the same scent but with menthol. And I don't know if they have any other ones other than those. The reason they don't make as many scents with that base is, and this is from Stirling, is the mutton tallow has its own scent that can interact with whatever scent they're working with, and it doesn't always work well. So they can only use certain scent profiles with that base, and it still smell good. I'm gonna go down to 3. And on the front of my head, it kind of wraps around like this, and I have a cowlick, so it goes like that. My hair is a mess on my head. Let's go against this way, and then kind of against and across this way. My head shaves tend to take a little bit longer than my face shaves for several reasons, but primarily because you've got a lot more surface area to work with. And also, I have to do a lot more buffing. And I'm just a little bit more careful. I have to focus a little bit more. When I first started head shaving, I actually didn't really enjoy the process of it. I enjoyed the end result, but the process was not really fun. Like my face shaves, it's opposite. I actually prefer having a beard. I look a lot better with a beard, but I really enjoy face shaving, the process of face shaving. And I only face shaved and continue to face shave. Well, I started face shaving because I, wear N95s at work due to COVID and all that, and I work in cath lab, and I see a good amount of COVID patients. So even if I didn't enjoy the process, which I do, I would still shave because N95s and those type of masks don't really work with facial hair. Um, but I do enjoy face shaving. But then I got the rhythm right, and I got my technique right, and I found the equipment that works the best for me. Razors, blades, soaps, brushes, and I've really grown to love the process of head shaving. And I'm just going on residuals right now against the grain on the top of my head. And this is on setting 3 with the Rex Ambassador. And it's still super slick, super smooth, super comfortable. This soap base works really well. I'll kick it up. Put on 5. Just to get all the little stubbles. I had an extra amount of growth. Went a little bit longer than I usually do between head shaves. Wow, this is really, really comfortable. Even on setting 5. Going on residuals. A little bit more right here. I basically just did a whole pass, kind of against the grain with no lather. I'm setting 5 with the Rex Ambassador, which is not a mild razor. Just feeling around to see what else I can pick up. So my hair swirls around in a circle right here. So I kind of have to work the razor around in a circle. All right. That should be about it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna rinse off all the way and I'll be back with the post. All right, and I'm back. So I rinsed off, I'll use the alum block. It's alum block with the no slip grip by PAA. And there was very minimal stinging and it was only kind of in the back of my head. So very smooth shave. And then I am going to finish up with Razor Emporium's Old School. And as you can tell, it has some separation with the oils. So just shake it up a little bit. And I love this scent. And Razor Emporium soap base is phenomenal. It's really, really good. This Old School smells like an old school scent. It's leathery, has some vetiver and patchouli, I think. Very fresh, but very leathery and nice, manly, masculine scent. Maybe a little bit of tobacco to my nose. Very, very nice. One of my top 10 scents probably of all time. And it makes your skin feel really good too. This is another artisan that does really good software, soap and aftershave. I haven't used their balm yet, but my skin feels really good. That's a combination of the mutton tallow. Felt really good on my skin before I put the splash, and this just adds another layer of softness. So to recap, I used the Rex Ambassador on varying levels with a brand new Lord Platinum blade. I used Stirling's Sheep, which is unscented, with a mutton tallow base, and I used the Hendrix Classic and Company Gunslinger scent drops, and I had it lathered up with the PAA Phantom aerolite in the Captain Choice Copper Bowl, and I finished off with the Razor Emporium Old School Splash. Thanks for joining me, guys, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.